Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing what your blank says about you. So we've got, look, people have told us in the DMs multiple times, have said, I do this. What does that say about me? You know, I live in Sydney. What does that say about me? I live in this area. What does it say about me? And so we've decided we're going to make a segment. What does blank say about you? The first category is your drink order. So there are plenty of drinks available. Your drink of choice, perhaps. Now, the first one is, what does ordering a Long Island iced tea say about you?
My friends, Long Island iced tea. These people are no nonsense. They're no frills and they want to get the job done. They want to get the job done in the most efficient way possible. They don't have time for all this, you know. When they do a presentation, they don't have time for the effects. They don't have time for pictures. They just want text. They want everything done. Long Island, they want the drinks down, nothing else.
Yeah, I feel like Long Island iced tea, if you order that, you're efficient. You're here to get absolutely blasted. You're there to have a good time and then you're out.
You're not getting the tasty one. You're not getting the expensive one. You're getting as much alcohol as possible down you.
Yeah. As for the reasonable price, like $10 Sanctuary Long Island iced teas, mate, in its heyday, that was the UNSW drink of choice. Let's go to Sanctuary Bar, Long Island iced tea.
These are the people you want on a night out. They're bringing good energy. You know, they're here to not fuck around. You know, they're here for business.
It's good. They're efficient and they have a singular purpose to whatever they put their mind to.
All right. What about a vodka soda? What does that say about you if you order that?
I actually can't stand these people.
Okay.
These people are often on diets and they describe themselves as non-drinkers. You know, they're always watching their calories. Dude, vodka sodas taste disgusting. It tastes like nothing. I don't have time for these people.
I actually agree wholeheartedly with that. Vodka soda's dead set. Like, you're just there. If you're health conscious, don't drink.
Just don't drink. Honestly, I'd rather you don't drink because you're killing my vibe right now.
They're vibe killers.
I swear you guys were big on the vodka sodas recently.
No,
in
mate.
the last few years.
I'm a G&T man myself.
G&T was my drink of choice towards the end of
at
my
one
era.
point you guys moved to the body soddies, as they call it.
I think Roey's just a soddy.
Yeah,
these
I'm
days.
just a straight up soddy.
Paying $7 for a soddy.
I was talking sodomist, but
I was talking Sodom and Gomorrah from the Bible. But I think...
good regrets coming today.
Oh my days.
I feel like a lot of girls order vodka sodas.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my workmates, if we're going out to a bar, mate, it's, can I get 4 body soddies and make it quick smart?
But what about the people like, okay, cool, they're health conscious, but they do want to enjoy the night out, you know? They need alcohol to be a social lubricant in those nights. So you're saying, sack it. Just have a good personality.
Yeah. Honestly.
Well, okay, look, it's like when people say, all right, I'm going to go to McDonald's and order a, large Big Mac meal with a Diet Coke. It's like similar vibes to that. and to be honest, I respect it, but I just don't think the drink in and of itself tastes good.
No.
In my opinion.
And I think people ordering a vodka soda make a deal out of ordering the vodka soda. You know, they're like, oh, I'm cutting the calories. I'm going to get a vodka soda. Can I get a lemon in it? That sort of shit.
Thing is, right, if you do want to drink and your whole issue is the calories, just do shots. Surely that is the most calorie efficient way to get drunk.
It is. It absolutely is.
So cut the malarkey of getting the soddy. Just go straight body.
No, but then you get hammered too quickly. You know, you want to ease into the night.
Yeah, okay.
I remember when we were in Melbourne, like the first time I ever went to Melbourne with my mates, some of our friends were having like a fight in the other room. And so I decided to be the entertainment for that day. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just have like 6 shots back to back to back to back. We got to the club. That's when I actually threw up in the Uber and got stung with like a $200 cleaning fee.
Jeez.
So I do not recommend the straight bodies.
Yeah, okay, fine.
All right, Cushy. Rum and Coke. What does it say about you?
If you're having a rum and Coke, you're either one of 2 people, right? This person could either be a jock, one who thinks Jared Hayne was a great role model, one who thinks fuckboy is a compliment, or you could be quite a reserved Asian dude where on one fateful night, an uncle came up with a glass of rum and Coke and gave you the sweet nectar of the gods. So you're either one of 2 people if you're having a rum and Coke.
I think rum and Coke was like the first mixer I tried.
Yeah.
Really.
Absolutely, man.
So like I think you're either 18 or like you're a tradie, realistically, who's never grown out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I remember like I'd go to the Roundhouse in uni and then our friend Rohan, friend of the show, he would be like, can I get a rum and Coke, please?
Yeah.
You should order this. Like what was it? Southern Comfort and
Southern
Coke.
Comfort and Coke.
Was his drinks order. And then you drink it and it's just so sickly sweet.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a little bit of a circle of people who drink rum and Coke past the age of 25 and people who like slam their wives' heads in drawers.
Yeah. I
Like-
think there is a neat group out there, over 30s, they're content with their life. You know, rum and coke has been their go-to drink for a long time. I think there is, but the majority fall under the, you know,
The DV.
You've got some issues underlying it. It's just the most juvenile drink you can have, I reckon. The rum and coke.
And if you're 18, you know,
Oh, fair play.
fair play
on.
because you're just entering the world. But
Correct.
look,
Probably the only drink you know off the top of your head.
yeah,
You can't be having rum and cokes past the age of 21.
no, absolutely not.
it is my favorite.
All right, if your favorite drink is a Suntory 196, it's almost guaranteed you went to a private school and your dad still pays your bills. But you're an absolute unit on a night out and you're keen to get pumped.
Yeah.
Controversial opinion. I actually don't like them. I had a few last night, and we already were drinking other stuff leading up to it, so this was well into the night. And once I had it, it was just too sweet. It was way too sweet.
Look, the only good thing about these Suntory 196s is the ad.
Is this how we make -196?
Yeah, it is good. And they crush the lemon and it like explodes.
Oh, beautiful.
But I will say one thing about the 196 is for every can, it's 1.6 standards. Unbelievable.
good
That is
value.
value.
I never really got into the 196s because when I stopped, it really got popular when I stopped drinking. But like it feels like that and hard solos might be the new go-tos. A little lemon taste, bit of refreshments.
But again, both of them, I would say, very sweet drinks. So if you're not into that, steer clear of it.
All right, next up, we've done the drinks. Different type of drink now. What does your coffee order say about you? First one we have is mocha.
If you're ordering mochas, you're someone that's just started your grad program and you're getting invited to coffee catch-ups despite the fact that you've despised coffee your whole life. You're trying to tell yourself to grow up, be an adult, but deep down, you can't let go of those hot chocolates that you love. Mocha drinkers, I don't know if I have respect for them.
I got no time for mocha drinkers.
I have zero time because in between, choose one or the other. You can't have both.
I used to work with a guy who used to order a mocha with extra chocolate.
That's egregious,
Like,
dude.
grow up, mate. Just grow up.
I just put my hand up. I don't really like coffee that much. And like my friends, when we started going to cafes and stuff like that, was like, oh, just try a mocha. And so I gave the mocha a go. To be honest, I don't like it that much. Like it was pretty average. Like a hot chocolate is far better. Or you just go all in and have a normal coffee. You know, grow up and you don't need your chocolate sprinkles on the top. But
You're not fooling anyone with a mocha, mate. Just get a hot chocolate. I respect you more if you order a hot chocolate.
do you though?
I probably would, yeah.
I would, because you're at least honest with yourself and you're getting what you want rather than trying to fit in, get a half and half and see you later.
Where do you stand on like chai lattes?
That's its own genre.
Yeah,
I respect. That's its own thing.
They have its own
Mocha
space.
specifically is you trying to like a coffee, but you don't like it.
Mocha is like people in Australia who order mochas are like those people in America who go to Starbucks and order those like pumpkin spice lattes and like those caramel frappes, like those really sweet, sickly sweet like coffee drinks. And like at that point, you're just having sugar. Like it's not even coffee.
Mocha, yeah. Mocha with, are you a coffee snob though, would you say?
I wouldn't say I'm a snob. I have respect for the art and for the beans.
He's an enthusiast.
I'm an
That's what he
enthusiast. Yeah, thank you. That's a
Zane
great
loves
word.
the bean.
Yeah,
Can someone tell me like what is actually in a mocha?
just a shot of coffee with chocolate.
There's a lot of that. You know, the
And then
chocolate
milk.
powder they dust on top of
Yeah.
a cappuccino.
Yeah.
It's literally the Cadbury drinking hot chocolate that they shove in there.
Right.
They put a shot of coffee and then milk.
It does sound kind of good though.
No.
And you get the
man.
benefits of like a little energy boost
And I
with
think
the
it's
caffeine.
I think it's a half shot of coffee as well. I don't even think it's a full shot of coffee.
Okay, if it's a
Grow
half
up
shot-
is what I say. Grow up.
All right, next on the list. What does ordering a matcha latte say about you?
I think the people who order a matcha latte are the people who went to Japan once 10 years ago
Mm.
and never shut up about it. They're absolute weebs at heart and they think they're better than everyone else.
They also come back and say, "Oh, this is not as good as I had in Japan.
Correct.
The matcha is a bit too, a bit too sweet. It's actually not as bitter as I want it to be."
How can you be pretentious about a place you've been to once?
Although you said you've had a bit of a slide back into the matcha lattes or
I
the
have
matcha iced
actually,
teas.
yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up, but yeah, I've dabbled more recently in matcha, and I'm an iced matcha man now.
So you wouldn't have matcha hot.
I tried the matcha hot. I'm still not coming around on it, but I like it with the ice.
Man's got a Japan trip booked. So
Exactly.
what he's just described could be him in a
Could be
couple of
him.
months.
Absolutely, it could be.
I'm thinking, have you had a taro latte? Just
Yes.
quietly?
I have.
That might be the best drink I've ever had in my life.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. It was decent.
He was already. Yeah, it was
alright.
good.
No, dude. Have you had it, Kush?
No, I've not had
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Taro latte is the way to go.
All
There's a lot of hyperbole there. It's all right.
Is there caffeine in matcha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
But
a
not-
lot actually.
I thought it was not as much
In
as
its
coffee.
purest form, there's a lot.
Okay.
So if we're pairing it like the Japanese, where you do the whole hot water
You
and
get the-
everything,
yeah.
loaded with caffeine.
All right. What does ordering a long black say about you?
These people are better than everyone else. They take these drinks in order for one result in its raw, purest format to get the most efficient results. Now, there is a high chance you'll be divorced in your 50s.
Yeah, yes,
and that's
they will.
probably because you were obsessed with work so much that you forgot about your little son there called Joshua. And now he's getting bullied in school and he's going to cry for help from his parents, but he's not receiving it. But when you drink your coffee, you've got your little pinky up, so you are better than all of us. So there you go.
Long black is for me like the drink of psychopaths.
That's
I
what it feels like.
I cannot understand why people will drink long blacks.
Yeah.
All right, Miguel.
I love myself a long black, guys.
Please tell me.
Absolutely zero
Why?
calories, absolutely all the caffeine, and because I get through drinks really quickly. Long black is not as tasty, so I can sip through that the whole brunch or coffee catch up, whatever it may be.
It tastes like dirt water though. And we were hating the Vodi Sodis for being zero
Yeah.
cal.
Yeah, I was about to say, is long
No,
black-
Vodi Sodis have cals.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But
Long blacks have zero.
no, that's what I'm saying. We were like, they have less cows though, the Vodi Sodis.
Yeah.
Why don't you just have a normal, I don't know what the equivalent drink is. Just adding milk to long black. What does that become?
Milk might upset my stomach a little
Yeah.
bit. A bit of lactose is
So
not
it's just
good
a
for
big
you.
piccolo then.
Maybe we should have talked about like the different types of milk, like your almonds, your soy.
That will be next week.
Maybe
but,
pot.
Yeah.
I saw one of the maddest interactions recently. My manager went up to the barista and ordered a skim long black. And then silence. Just, what's this guy? Barista stared at him. He stared back to both of them staring at each other in silence, not blinking for about 30 seconds.
Was this on April 1st or something?
The guy was just confused, and my manager started laughing. He's like, I'm just kidding with you. Just a long black, mate.
No, once you get around it, you get around it. That's what I say.
Okay.
Okay. When you're ordering a latte, everything about you just screams average. When people ask what your hobbies are, you just say, I just love traveling. And your first question to anyone you meet, a stranger, you're asking what they do for work. That's the type of guy you are.
Average personality, average chat, average drink.
Just beige. Like, add a little spice. I'll even respect the long black psychopaths over the latte drinkers.
Well, there is a stereotype that people from the East are known as latte sippers.
Oh, is that really the
Yeah.
case?
So they're a bit pretentious, think
Wow.
they're a bit better than everyone else, a bit elitist.
What did you said? Taro latte was one of the best drinks you've ever had.
But that's
right?
got a bit of spice in there.
Okay,
a bit of taro, a little
okay,
extra
yeah,
ingredient.
Yeah, plain latte, dude. It's just, I don't think you know what you're doing,
It's just
to be completely
beige,
honest
brother.
with you. It's like 90% milk.
Yeah.
All right, next category is cars. So what does the car you drive say about you? First is the Golf.
The Volkswagen Golf. Probably bought with daddy's money. Your Golf is screaming if you're either on your way to or coming from yoga or Pilates. You think Newtown is Western Sydney and you wouldn't dare step foot north of the bridge. Your diet consists of avo on toast, oat lattes, and a cheeky bag every Friday night. This might be the most basic bitch car out there.
Yeah.
The man's speaking facts.
Well, it depends, right? There's the Golf GTRs, which are the vroom vroom Golfs, and then you have the normal base level Golfs.
Talking base level Golfs.
Okay, the GTRs are for the rev heads, who we already have annoyed, so let's steer clear of that. But yeah, the normal base level Golfs are the most basic cars ever.
All right, next up, what does driving a Toyota Camry say about you?
Toyota Camry, the best-selling car in Harris Park. You probably just arrived in Australia about 6 months ago, and they're most commonly found parked outside Kumons. It is, the most versatile car.
Mm.
The car of the Asians, the car of the people.
It's reliable.
Very reliable. Servicing's cheap. The uptake is cheap as well. Can't go wrong with it.
Has anyone driven a Toyota Camry? Has their families driven a Toyota Camry?
No.
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 I think my family's got a Toyota Camry. Yeah.
We were a Holden family.
I was a Toyota Camry, but a Corolla man myself.
I
Corolla.
I owned a Corolla as well.
Yeah.
Great car, to be honest.
Yeah. Look, Toyota's a classic. It's just reliable. What is it with Camrys? Why do Asians get Camrys?
I think it's just that. They're cheap and they're reliable and
They're good for what they are.
they're petrol efficient. They're good for what they are. Exactly.
I will say though, Camry drivers, massive stereotype, not the best.
No.
Every time I'm driving and someone does something like a little bit how you going, like they run a red or like they cut you off or they just turn right where there's no right turn, I look at the little emblem and it just says Toyota and underneath it is a Camry, and always the sedan version as well. Bro.
It's always the silver one as well.
Yeah, they're always silver.
Always the silver Camry.
They're not
and
coming
I'm
other colors.
And I'm like, I know who was at fault here.
Yeah, you reckon insurance? When you go into insurance and you see the car you drive, it's like immediately
Yeah, the premiums go up through the
through
roof.
the roof. Oh dearie me! All right, next up, Mercedes C-Class, a complete 180 from the Camry.
Look, these people studied commerce in the university degree, all right? They have accepted that they will be doing a 9-to-5 life before the sweet release of death. Now, they are obsessed with jumping up the social classes. They want to get to the highest of ladders. But the saddest part is these people underneath, they're pretty sweet. They're actually nice people. But instead, the problem is they're so obsessed with jumping up these social classes that they will live a very unfulfilling life. They will probably ask Siri how to spice up their marriage when they're 30 years old.
I don't know about they're wholesome at heart.
I think they are underneath, but it'll never come out, you know? It'll
These
never
people
come
are like drowning in debt. They're paying like $600 a week for their Mercedes.
They're financed.
Yeah, they're all financed.
But that's what I'm saying. They're so obsessed with, having that look socially. But if they forgave all of that, just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Strip down to the basics of who they are.
Maybe if they had a Toyota Camry, I think we would have seen a very nice person come out underneath.
Out of touch, dare I suggest.
That's what I'm going to say. Out of touch.
But I'll say they're the most aggressive drivers. The Mercs and the BMW drivers.
The no indicators.
Yeah, exactly.
Bastards.
Last but not least is the Tarago, the Toyota Tarago. The old Tongan school bus is what they're known affectionately as. When this car pulls up at a drive-through, the workers start shaking because it's time to hit the grills. But I will say, these people are like very nice. They'll always let you in traffic.
Exactly.
The most lovely people drive a Tarago.
The Usomobile.
Yeah, honestly. They also have families as well that are like pretty large. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why they need a Tarago is because they're like 3 people away from starting 11. Do you know what I mean? All right, final round is shoes. So what do your shoes say about you? First up is Nike Dunks.
If you wear Nike Dunks, that screams to me your personality solely consists of what everyone else is doing. From run clubs to OzTag to Acai, those are your favorite things. You have Hot Hits Australia on repeat in your car, and the only concerts you've been to are Taylor Swift and Fred again.
Yeah, is it a basic shoe? The
It
Dunks?
is the basic shoe now.
Back in the day, I remember Dunks was all the rage,
But that's the problem now. They're trendy, but they're not actually trendy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone else has caught on to it.
Like I myself am not a sneakerhead. So can you explain like the Dunks, are they like Jordan type things?
They're low tops. They're like Jordan 1s, but low tops.
Right.
They're replaced, Jordans, Air Forces, all them.
Like one of our friends, he's like a bit of a shoe guy and he has like a massive shoe collection, heaps of Dunks. And I didn't realize like how much these things resell for. Like people are waiting like lines and lines and like all these raffles. I think it's lottery now to get the first pair of the first release of this pair.
That's how it was months ago. Nowadays, they've released so many because there's so much demand.
Oh,
You
really?
they sit at JD Sports. They sit all retailers, so they're easy to get. I've got a pair.
What color did you get?
The grey fog ones, the basic ones, white and grey, light grey.
Okay. All right.
Those the panda ones, the black.
The Panda Dunks. Those are the fucking most basic ones as well.
The most basic.
Yes, those are by far the most basic
What
ones.
about like the bright green ones, red ones? Do you think they add a little spiciness to it?
The green ones are also pretty basic. The red ones, spicy.
But the red ones are the OG ones, aren't they? Like the red and white or red and black.
Black ones, I feel, are
Yeah.
the classic ones.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Nike TNs, a classic of the genre.
We all know what this one is. There's a 90% chance you support the doggies. You often use the words cuz and wallahi. And a Friday night for you is thirsty monkey and then a bit of shisha. I will say though, Nike came out with the TN football boots.
Oh.
Minor thoughts on those ones?
They're cool. They're pretty cool.
They look pretty cool.
But if I see someone on the other team wearing them, I'm going in hard.
You reckon?
You cannot be wearing Nike TN football boots on the field, especially in our competition as well,
Dude.
low key.
They look so cool though.
Ankles are getting snapped if you're wearing them.
For sure. For sure.
You're not wrong. You know Nike 10s are like fashionable outside of Australia?
Yeah, dude.
Like they're disgustingly fashionable in like the
In
UK
Europe.
and US.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised in the UK, to be honest.
No, as in they're not like roadman shoes. They're like actual like
genuinely people are wearing it.
sneakerhead shoes.
Oh,
There's no connotation over there.
damn.
Maybe
that we
positive,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas here, rat tail galore, mate.
There's two types of people I'm thinking of with Nike TNs.
Yeah.
The first is like your 14-year-old like
Eshays.
Eshe white kids who are trying to be hard
Yeah.
and will like rob you for your shoes.
Play music on their phone on the bus.
Yeah. And then the second one is like a little bit older, like Middle Eastern type fellows with like tracksuits.
Yeah.
And then just like, chilling in the shisha bars.
The Moes, just go to Para Westfield and just count how many TNs. You'll run out of numbers.
Do you remember that news story of the guy getting robbed for his TNs, like at knife point in the Parramatta Westfield?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's just walking around with like the TNs, and the boys have had a look and said, they look like size 9s. They're mine. And
Oh my
they've
God.
knifed him. Well, they haven't knifed him, but they've threatened to knife him and then grabbed his shoes. So poor bloke has to walk around barefoot.
Probably better than the TNs.
Maybe. But I actually am thinking of getting a pair of TNs myself.
That's crazy.
Hey?
Yeah, because like one of the guys in our soccer team, Sav, he's been wearing them a lot. And I kind of like the look of them in a fashion sense, like the US and the UK. But will I be lumped into this group of people?
No, you'll just
Probably
get
not.
rolled, brother.
Yeah.
You're getting rolled.
The risk I'm willing to take, though, potentially. All right, Cushy. If you're wearing Adidas Sambas, what does it say about you?
Look, these people have a high chance of living in Bondi, or they're an aspiring Coogee resident because vibes. That's exactly what they're thinking about. Their closet is also probably really fucking filthy because their TikTok search history is just going to be
So aggressive.
outfit of the month. That's what it's going to be.
Ah.
Let's also be honest here. If you're wearing the Sambas, you're more than likely to get blister deluxe. Mosquitoes are going to find blood on your ankles and they're going to consider it steroids because that's what the Sambas do to your ankles. I don't know if you've heard about this, but
No.
Sambas, man, the fitting, not good on the ankles, man. I've seen like videos of how to make sure your Sambas don't give you blisters and people get like hammers and they start hammering the back. They like blow dry it and they do it in such ways.
Carpentry.
Yeah. After the shoe. Adidas don't provide it, but you have to do it
You have to do it
yourself.
yourself. I thought Sambas were indoor soccer boots.
That's what I thought as well.
They
I
look a
have
bit
no
like
clue.
bowling shoes as well. I don't know if you've seen the...
Yeah, the look is a bit.
Yeah.
What are they? You know?
Yeah, exactly. But they're very fashionable.
Yeah, I don't
aren't
mind Sambas. Like they're pretty. I think they look pretty nice. I didn't realize they're an eastern suburbs type thing.
I've seen it only in eastern suburbs, dare I say. They sort of like blend in with the white concrete.
Yeah, I haven't seen it out here, to be
I've
fair.
never seen Sambas.
Yeah, we're too.
out
We're not from
west.
there. We're not
Yeah.
from there.
Exactly.
Very similar to Sambas. If you're wearing Birks, you're also from the eastern suburbs. You live within a 2-kilometer radius of a beach. Your closet has more linen than it does not. And you preach about how the shoes are so comfortable, despite the fact it takes around like a year or two to break in. I am a proud owner of Birks,
What are you wearing, Ro?
Birkenstocks.
How are they?
They
Broken
are-
in?
They're broken in and they're very comfortable. But I will say, like, I bought them when we went to Bali because I was like, let's just embrace the island lifestyle. And it took, like, when I was wearing it there, I couldn't walk for more than like 30, 35 minutes without like my feet like really hurting.
Damn.
Jesus.
But once they're in there, I think they mold to your feet. This is the
But
propaganda.
you can't get them wet or anything, right? Isn't that a thing? Like,
Yeah.
Rohan came to watch one of our games and it was raining and he's like, can I put my Birks in your bag? He's like, I can't get them wet. I'm like, bro, what do you just wear them, bro? So
Nah.
we're just standing there barefoot.
The guy at the shop when I bought them, they said that the cork, which is sort of if it gets wet, I don't know, something happens to it and it ruins them. So like when I was in Bali, like near the pool, I was also very careful to place them away from the splash zone.
What an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Wearing shoes. Drop of rain, you got to pack them away.
Yeah, dude. This is the problem because I just wear them like willy nilly, right? Like when we're playing soccer, I'll wear them, but sometimes like the ground gets dewy if we're.
Hey.
Come on,
From the river to the sea, brother.
dewy.
Is that the guy from Malcolm?
But
Oh, we have fun. We have fun.
but I'm very wary of the Jew. Oh, God, that word's ruined for me.
He's weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that anti-Semitic? Being wary of the Jew.
Oh no. All right, we'll leave it there.